Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live here at my shopping center, which is in Virginia Beach, the Institute for Christ Consciousness, and the Copper Dragon. Okay, and today what I wanted to talk to you about is I kind of wanted to pick up where we left off last time in yesterday's YouTube about the subtleness of habits and patterns and how our families help us discover the habits and patterns and things in us that are unbehooving, that that would behoove us to be free of in our souls so that we can create our best reality, okay? So I'm just going to sage a little, right? What else is new? So it's good to see everybody, okay? And let's see. So we started to talk yesterday a little bit at the end, and I wanted to get more into it about habits and patterns and beliefs. Okay, I wanted to get more into it, the subtleness of what's going on and what happens with families. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I wanted to discuss that. To give you an example, we started to talk about my sister Jennifer and how all of a sudden, she had all this stuff coming out of her that was unwell habits, patterns, and beliefs from past lifetimes that was in her soul. And the more you do the spiritual clearing work, and the more you work with God or love energy, the more your stuff clears, not only naturally, all right, but as you grow and work with spirit all the time, you raise your vibration and stuff will exit naturally, as well as you work consciously from here with this, okay, to clear, heal, and change all your stuff, okay? So that said, what happens in this process is a lot of times you get a whole bunch of stuff, all right, stuff that is in your soul. Think of it as I explained to my kids when they were little. Think of all the stuff that's in your soul from many, many lifetimes. It's in here. It has been here since the beginning of time. As you process and you go through life and lifetimes, you pick up many different gifts. All right, and many different unwellnesses, depending on which lifetime you're in, how your soul processes everything, and everything is unique to you. We just talked about this a little bit in yesterday's YouTube, okay? But now we're going to take it one step further to talk about what I picked up at the end, the unwellnesses that happen as you discover and you clear out your stuff and you raise your vibration and you work on your stuff and you work with God consciously. Basically, it's the Christ formula for working with love energy, which is the fastest way to enlightenment. That exists in this reality and all time. And all this really is working with God consciously. The kingdom of heaven is right here inside of you, inside of your soul, working with love energy that is God in its highest form consciously from within your higher heart self and all that you are here, okay? And working in that space in earth world reality and in all realities and all time and as much as possible. This is really the formula. This is ask and you shall receive, okay? So as you go down this path of doing what I teach and what Spirit teaches through me, this Christ consciousness, okay? As you go through this, all right, and it has nothing to do with church, nothing to do with religion or any of that at all, okay? And I'm not saying bad things about church and religion and things like that. All I'm saying is that's not what we are teaching here. That is not the formula, all right? And Christ, while he can be part of it, is part of the church thing. It's according to the people's beliefs, and what we teach here is pure channeled love energy and the highest vibe that comes out, and this is what is coming for me, for everybody, through me, to help change this world, okay? And this is who we all are and can be if we so choose to be this, okay? All right, that said, so working from this space with love energy, all right, working from this space with love energy, as you clear your stuff, more stuff unearths. As you work with God or love energy all the time, more stuff unearths from in your soul. The older the soul, the more stuff you have, all right? And sometimes this clearing process and things in our lives get really, really, really subtle. Everything that is in here manifests out here in all ways. So one of the things that just happened recently and to give you a great example, is my sister Jennifer, whom I love incredibly, all right? She was having all these problems with me. Okay. And apparently she was having them with everybody and my whole family. All right. She didn't like this. She didn't like that. She didn't like this. Didn't want that. Couldn't do this. Couldn't do that. All right. All of this was related to her unearthing the next stuff in her soul that is meant to be released from love energy that is God within her soul that she needs, that would behoove her to clear, heal, and change so that she can get to the next highest vibe within her soul and where she needs to go spiritually and raise her vibration so she can live her best life. Okay. And so instantly into her reality, all this comes out. And it also, because we're all in this same earth world reality, comes out in every area in my family as well, because we have to deal with what is going on with her if she is living with us. So there's my 2 kids, right? There's her boyfriend. There is me, okay? And what happens is everything that is a reflection of what is going on in you in some way, shape, or form. Positive, healthy, unwell, well, whatever it is, okay? It is some way a reflection of you, and it behooves us to look at this. And one of the best ways is that our families help us with this is when things happen and we're not getting along with our families, or we notice these things that are going on and they happen in our realities out here, and it happens over and over and over, okay? So when we see this, we really need to pay attention, because it's like being hit in the back of the head with a 2x4. It's like, how many times do they need to tell you, or does your soul need to show you this in your reality before you get what the fucking problem is, or the issue is, or the unwellness is, right? So it behooves us 110% to pay attention to what the fuck is happening in our reality. Because here's a really good story that just happened to us recently to give you guys all a better understanding of how this stuff works, as well as to help you take a look at where in your earth world reality with your family these kinds of things are happening. Because apparently there's a habit and pattern in my family that was passed down through my mom, okay, that can't stand anything and everything. Now, let me give you an example of this. No matter what it is, my mother would come in here, and I love my mother dearly, but this is just a habit and pattern and belief that doesn't really behoove her. And certainly if it's in her, where the fuck is it in me? Do I want this? Is this helping me? All right. But the best way for me to see that is by the people around me. My mother shows me this because she's not happy with these tarot cards. She doesn't like this pen. She can't stand this thing. She doesn't like the color of it. She doesn't like that. She wishes this cord was made better. Doesn't like this lip gloss. Would like some other kind, but this is just not fucking it. All right. So anything and everything that you bring to her, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing for my mom. This is just what it is. I love my mom, but this is a habit and pattern and belief system on a subconscious level that she's not aware of, that she has going on in her. And every year when I was growing up and I was a kid, we would buy her stuff for Christmas, and she fucking hated everything that I gave her. Didn't like this, didn't want that, wouldn't. And part of the big problem with this is it's complex. All right. One of the reasons people don't allow themselves, to have a nice gift like this is they're not allowing themselves to have nice things. I remember one year I bought a fresh pearl gold necklace, and I was going to give it to my mom, and I was all excited about it. And she was like, "Why did you buy me this? I fucking hate this. I would never buy this for myself. I can't have this. I don't want this. Take it back. Why you waste your money? Blah, 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 blah." Right? That's her stuff, her unwellness, her stuff that doesn't behoove her. For me, it's toxic, okay? Doesn't work for me. So I have lifetimes, all right, with relationships with my mom, because she's in this lifetime now. We have past life stuff that we have to heal now. And it's a journey, and we're always still working on this stuff, okay? So that said, all right, this is some of the habits and patterns that cause my mom not to like things, to not be able to stand anything. Now think about this. If you're in your life and you can't fucking stand anything, what would that be? What does that mean to you? What kind of fucking life is that? What kind of life is that? Breaks my heart, because I want better things for my mom. I want better things for me. I want better things for the world. Don't we all really? Right? Okay, so that said, you get an idea of the habits and patterns and things that happen to people, okay, in this earth world reality that they don't even realize half the time that they're doing, and that is in them. Now, here's where it gets really wild. So I react in a certain way to my mom and her unwellness all of my life, and I work on my shit. So when my mom drives me crazy by not standing anything I do, and she can't stand this and doesn't understand that and doesn't like this and doesn't like that, that's her stuff. It is not mine. How I react to that and allow that to trigger me is my shit. So what do? Clear, heal, and change all consciousness, subconsciousness, and all that this is God in me, in my soul, and in all I am, be, say, do, and create, and in all that it is, in the best way, for me and all, or something better, and all unwellness that is all of this, and unbehooving stuff that is all of this, and all of this in its entirety. Clear, heal, and change it all. In my soul, and in all I am, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is, in the best way, for me and all, or something better. And thank you, God, for that for me. That's the very first thing I do, is work with spirit on me. Okay, because that's the best way. Because if I change me in here, I change how I feel about that. And then my mother hating this or hating my gift or doing this or being unwell to me in any way, shape, or form. It's not her being unwell to me. It's just she doesn't like this. She doesn't like that. She has a habit and pattern that doesn't help her. And now it doesn't bother me because I have removed the fact that it bothers me out of me when I remove all that stuff and work on my soul. Do you see? So that said, so we see this in my mom, and when I see that with my relationship with her, okay, and we can clear, heal, and change that in her as well. But we cannot do that unless she chooses to do that and really wants to do that, okay? But and part of the reason people don't do this kind of stuff is because nobody out there teaches them. If nobody tells you, you can't fucking possibly know. This is why wisdom is so amazing, because knowledge is wisdom, okay? And wisdom is love energy. And it is the secret, the formula, the answer, the key to everything, okay? And it has the solutions for everything. When we know, we can better prepare. When we know, we can change everything that's going on out here. When we know what to do and we have an idea, and then we can figure out where we're going to go from here, and we can change and create our best world. We can say, hey, I have this habit and pattern. I hate these tarot cards. I can't stand them. So I can say, okay, God, I want to be free of that. Let me be free of this now. And the best way for me and all or something better. Or I can choose to be pissy and miserable and hate those cards. And then that hate and being pissy and being miserable causes more hate and pissy and miserable all out here. Do you say? But if I change how I feel about it and all the consciousness in me that causes me to not like these, then it is gone. Okay? Then it is gone. All right, and this is all part of law of the universe and what I teach. So that said, I noticed these habits and patterns between me and my mother all of my life. My sister Jennifer started to do this a few weeks ago, and it really came up out of her soul, where she was not liking anything. She couldn't stand this about me. She had a problem with everything that I did. My entire behavior, everything. If I banged into her by accident, it would be, I hate that you do that, Lynn. I can't stand that about you. Or she didn't like that I left my shoes over here. Or she didn't like that I didn't do this. Or I didn't do that. But here's the thing. Everything was contradicting and super unwell. And it was a problem that she was having with everything. And I was kind of like scratching my head going, what the fuck? What is wrong here? What is not working here, right? And I'm trying to put it together. And then I'm realizing that my whole family out here in this earth world reality, this is happening now. I'm realizing my whole family is having the same problem with her. My kids are not happy. She's not happy with my kids. She's not happy with both of them. She's not happy with her boyfriend. He's got the same problem with her as all of us do, right? She's not happy with anything. Right? So I'm scratching my head and I'm going, okay, God, where in my life is everybody's stuff is everybody's stuff that is out here? Where is this affecting me in my life? What stuff is going on? What's the God's honest truth about what is going on here? So I throw that out to Spirit and Universe, ask them, Spirit, Universe, Love, Energy, God. All right. Ask them what's going on, and boom, the answer comes in. And I realize that when I have a problem with somebody, like my mother, I realize there are all these habits and patterns and beliefs in there that are like my mom, okay, that my sister has in her, that she bought in here from past lifetimes. And the reason she chose my mom and all of us is because we help and assist each other. And it was so she could clear that out of her, because my mom has a similar type of shit in her, and vice versa. And this is a big part of the reason we come in with the families we have, the people we know, the people we love, either soul families, spirit families meaning soul families, which is the same thing really, or your earth world families, do you see? Wherever it is. So it behooves us to really take a look at everything that is going on with our mothers, our sisters, because this is the dynamics of how things really work. My mother didn't give her this. She already had this inside of her. And when she does her spiritual work and with the elevation of the planet, this stuff starts to clear, heal, and come out of her, right? And so we can work, we can choose to work consciously with love energy in our soul. And that's what I do and teach. And that's what we do. So we sat down, and as I put it together, we all put it together by talking with each other, helping each other from the family. Hey, we noticed this about Jen. And we were outside and she was like, I fucking hate you, Lynn. And I was like, whoa. And then it dawned on me. Where do I have a problem? Because I was reacting to her in the same way that I reacted to my mom all these years, all the stuff that bothered me about my mom. And then I was like, oh my God. And I put 2 and 2 together. Right? I put 2 and 2 together, which is 4, right? 4, which is completion with God, right? Cool shit, right? The coolest shit. All right. So put that together, and then I see it. Oh my God, my sister has the same habits and patterns as my mother does of this unwellness of fucking hating everything. And it's come to this head in her, within her soul, because she needs to get it out and be free of it to heal it, right? And I'm like, holy shit, right? So of course, what do? We all sit down together. We do a whole entire family clearing on all of this. But before we even get there, I clear all this shit in me. Because now I'm saying, where am I doing this to other people? Where do I hate everything? Where can't I stand anything? Where am I all pissed off? Where am I angry and I can't control it? Where am I on subconscious level and conscious level doing all of this in me and to myself? How fucking crazy is that? So then I'm like, okay, God, clear, heal, and change all of this in me from love. Okay. And then we work on my family stuff. Thank you, God, for clearing, healing, and changing all of this in all of us. Habits, patterns, beliefs, history, past life stuff, all of this. Clear, heal, and change it in us, in our souls, and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is. And thank you, God, for that for me. So, needless to say, these subconscious habits and patterns that we all come together as a family can get really, 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 really subtle. And as you can see, you can put them all together to understand what is going on there. And the very first thing you do when you don't understand and you don't know is you ask God that you do. You ask God for the answer. You ask God for the God's honest truth. You ask God to be free of it. That's simple. How cool is this coolest shit that we have going on in our world, in our lives, that we are all of this magic that is this. And this is just one piece of the whole puzzle that is all of God, or all of law of the universe, that is love. So remember that. Take a look at things because they get really, really, really subtle, and ask God to connect them in your life. Where am I like my mom? Where am I like my sister? Where am I doing this to others and me? What am I hating and not standing about me? Clear, heal, and change all of that, God. And thank you for these answers now, please, in the best way for me and all, or something better. Thank you, God, for that for me. So super important. Take a look at your reality, your family stuff. Things get more and more subtle as you clear this stuff out. This should help you guys immensely. It was freaking eye-opening huge for me, all right? And for my whole family, because we lifted all of this unwell energy, or energy that didn't work for Jennifer and was unbehooving not only to Jennifer, but my whole family, okay? So when we clear out that, we clear it out in this reality. We clear it out of our souls. We clear it out in this reality, and everything changes out here. My sister's energy is fucking fantastic. She's in such a wonderful space. She's lovely to be around. All right, we cleared out all the unwell, and it doesn't mean there isn't that was related to this, and it doesn't mean that there isn't more unwell that we have to clear, and she's perfect. It's a journey. We all are perfect and exactly right where we are with God always, no matter what the unwellness is, all right? Or no matter what is happening in our lives. The key here is if it doesn't work for us, then it's unbehooving and it stops us from having our greatest life. Do you want that? Not me. And I can tell you my family don't want that shit either. Me neither, okay? So, many blessings. Any questions, please do contact me. Okay, and I will be in West Virginia this weekend. I think it's at Berkeley Springs. I hope to see all you guys, and many blessings, lots of love. And so next time you're looking at your life and things are going crazy, unwell, take a look at them. Or they're not working for you, take a look at what's going on and how it relates to you, your family, everything out here, because it's all right here. All right, many blessings. See you in a few days, and super much love. All right, bye-bye.